Hey guys, my name is Naomi and I am an incoming second year medical student. I just finished my first year on June 9th, so I'm here just to share some of my reflections, things that I learned throughout my first year. I truly enjoyed my first year of medical school, from dissecting in anatomy lab to making lifelong friends and learning more about medicine as a whole. Medical school has definitely been what I had hoped it would be and more. Not gonna lie, it did get rough a few times, shed a few tears, but I'm here, I made it through, and I know that by the end of this break, I'll be ready to go back. So I have my iPad here with my notes, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I found to be really important for the first year is to find a group of friends that will hold you accountable. So in medical school, you're gonna meet a lot of people and friends that you do different things with, but at least one or two of those friends should be people who you can trust to hold you accountable and vice versa. So I have a group of friends that I study with every day, and they've become some of my closest friends, and they're gonna hold me accountable. If I say that by the end of the day, I wanna finish my Anki cards, these videos, and this amount of questions, I better have finished it before I try to pack up for the day, because they're gonna ask me about it. Specifically in anatomy lab. First 9 weeks of medical school for me, anatomy, we had the physiology part, and then we had our gross anatomy, and I did not like going back into anatomy lab. It just felt tedious, I don't know. And I had one friend, we all held each other accountable, but I had one, and I appreciate her. She made sure that I got into lab. And then we'd go into lab and I'd be like, okay, I'm ready to go. And she'd be like, okay, one more time, we're gonna review. And I'd be like, girl, let's go. But I am thankful for her for that, because I did not like being in there. Accountability is hard. Sometimes you just wanna go home and you wish that you didn't tell them what you wanted to get done, but the next day you'll be so thankful for it. Okay, so next thing is rely on your support system. So that can be family, friends, spouse, whoever. Have someone who you can just confide in, whether they're in medical school or not. It's nice when they're not in medical school, because hearing someone's viewpoint from the outside can be refreshing. Becoming a physician can feel like the end all be all, and if something goes wrong or you're stressed, it's easy to just tunnel in. But having someone on the outside provide wisdom, insight is very helpful. For me, that person is my husband, and of course my parents, and some of my close friends. So next, I learned that you have to plan family time or else it's not going to happen. Medical school can consume your life if you let it. It doesn't have to, but there's always something more that you can be doing, another video you can watch, more questions you can be doing. So unless you make a cutoff of, I'm gonna stop studying at this time so I can spend time with my family, or I'm going to study hard all week so that on Friday night I can go out to eat with my friends, family, spouse, significant other, it's not gonna happen. It's something that I had to learn very quickly so that my relationship with my husband and my family was not neglected. So a piece of advice I would say is to set your goals and boundaries before school even starts, because once school starts, it can be hard to get yourself together and undo boundaries that you didn't set. So come up with the time that you want to be done studying every day, or most days. Of course, when test week comes, a lot of that goes out of the door, but in general, do you want to be done studying by 7 o'clock every day? Okay, you can make it happen. Just like family time and time with your loved ones, it's something that you have to be intentional about. Next, curbside pickup for groceries or delivery. I did delivery one time, but the way my apartment complex is set up, they can never find my house. So me and my husband ended up going outside, helping the person bring the groceries to our door. So we might as well just go ahead and do curbside and save the $5. But I've learned that convenience is very important as a medical student. I don't have time to go shopping around inside of a grocery store anymore. Even though I like to, I just pull up the app, find all my ingredients and groceries that I need for the next few weeks, go pick it up, and you've saved so much time. It's a little bit about studying. I learned that I had to be honest with myself about how I study and what worked best for me. I had to be honest with myself when I wasn't understanding a topic. I had to be honest with myself when I knew that I did not like studying a topic. Knowing these things and taking the time to be introspective about your studying habits and how you feel about different topics will help you refine your studying. There's so many different modes and methods to studying. There's videos, articles, textbooks, flashcards, lectures, and everyone studies differently. So being able to find what worked best for me was something that was really important, and then not comparing to what everyone else was doing. On that note, do not compare yourself to your classmates. You are you, they are them. Everyone has their strengths, their weaknesses, how they study best, what type of life they have outside of medical school, what their degree was in undergrad that allowed them to better understand the topic maybe quicker than you did. Don't compare them. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You are in medical school for a reason. You made it here for a reason. Comparing yourself is only going to tear you down and make it harder for you to focus on what you need to do as an individual. Okay, another one is put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Keep it on Do Not Disturb. As a matter of fact, this is a feature that I didn't even click on before medical school, and now my phone stays on Do Not Disturb even when I go home. Having your phone ringing all day or seeing the notifications pop up, one, it's going to distract you from your studying. Two, it can become anxiety inducing. You have grades popping up, class notifications, emails for different clubs. Maybe you're waiting for a physician to email you back about a certain opportunity, waiting to hear about a scholarship, all of these different things coming through on your phone, and having it on Do Not Disturb until you're ready to actually look at it is amazing. Protect your peace. Networking is key. Okay, yeah, I had to say that. I know it's cliche. Everyone always talks about networking, and I didn't understand it or know how to even do it until I started medical school. And through that, I have found amazing mentors, have found out about opportunities that I didn't know about on my own. Networking can present itself in multiple different ways. It can be emailing people in specialties that you're interested in or researching topics that you're interested in. It can be going to networking events that your school puts on or different clubs put on. It can be asking your friends, hey, do you know anyone who's doing this? It can be when you have a guest speaker coming into your class teaching and they say, here's my email on the board, or come up if you have any questions. Actually going up there, actually emailing them. Don't go up there if you don't have any questions because you'll look crazy. But if they open themselves up in any way, taking that opportunity, because that means that they want to connect with you. Something that I've had a few people ask me is medical school hard? It's not a yes or no answer. You may have heard of drinking from a fire hose or the eating pancakes analogy. And the eating pancakes analogy is very, very accurate to me. If you haven't heard it, basically, say you have 2 pancakes you're supposed to eat every single day. One day, you decide you want cereal instead, you're not gonna eat your pancakes. Okay, no big deal, but the next day, you're gonna have to eat your 2 pancakes and the ones that you didn't eat the day before. Say something comes up and you don't eat those pancakes. Okay, that's fine, but the next day, you're gonna have to eat your 2 daily pancakes plus the 4 you didn't eat. As you can probably tell, it can add up quickly. It's not impossible though. So I guess the method to the medical school game is doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. And it sounds simple, but it can be difficult. And also making a realistic timeline of when you're supposed to do it so that it doesn't pile up or so that you don't find yourself behind when you thought that you were timing everything right. Don't let your pancakes stack up. But if they do, life is unpredictable. It's fine, you just have to put in extra work to eat your pancakes. But so far, I would say the material itself isn't extremely difficult. It's difficult, but it's a lot of it. You learn so much in such a short period of time, and you learn it very, very fast. Just keep on eating your pancakes and doing your practice questions, and you'll make it. In the future, I can do a video on how I studied and how some of my classmates studied, if that would be of interest to you guys. Comment below if you'd like to see that. So next, I realized the importance of true, authentic mentorship. I'm thankful to have found an amazing mentor in the specialty that I'm interested in, and she is just real and honest with me. She's been able to share with me what it really looks like to be a physician in her specialty. She's shared the good, the bad, her residency experience, shared her salary. She told me if there's any questions I have that she will answer them. You know when people are like, yeah, ask me any questions, I'm open book, and they're really not. Or you'll hear a presentation and they're like, yeah, ask me anything about my career, but you don't know if it's appropriate to ask, even though they said they were an open book. My mentor is truly an open book. I'm sure if there's anything that she was comfortable with sharing that she'd respectively tell me like no. So find yourself mentors. You can have multiple mentors for different things. You can have research mentors. You can have a mentor who is in the field that you're interested in. You can have a mentor who isn't in the field that you're interested in, but is an amazing physician. Maybe they're married and have kids. You wanna know how they do it? They can be your mentor in that way. And that goes back to networking. All right, I'm gonna end the video here. I could go on and on about what I learned the first year of medical school, but that's the bulk of what I learned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys wanna see or know about medical school or about the pre-med process. I'd be happy to share it with you guys, especially my Texas people. I know the process is a little different. Thanks for watching.